against Syrup. Yeah, you can take it away for now. You can take it away from the start.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Steve versus Rob. Of course, John had a little bit of a problem with Steve earlier when he played A9, and I think Koala Cub mentioned it earlier in the earlier block. If you guys didn't see it, great commentator, both of them, Wolfric and Koala Cub. That Philadelphia has actually banned Steve, so not a lot of matchup experience for John against a player like Syrup, who has been constantly the best, one of if not the best New Jersey players. So let's see what John has to offer against Syrup, and right now both going pretty even. John with the advantage.
And I really appreciate the song pick. This is probably I think I said this during the break to Jellyfish. This is probably the best song in the Miitopia soundtrack. Very underrated soundtrack. I still don't listen to it. It's been on a couple tournament streams in the past. Last one I can remember was 2019. Very goated song, but we got to get back into the game. John made just to make back on stage. He does have a good lead, but not a big one because he's like a couple hits away, or maybe an anvil away from getting knocked out of his stock, which he almost got hit by the anvil into the magma block, which both of those were not enough. But both of those didn't hit, I should say. And now it's John's turn to go off on Syrup, because earlier today and on Stream 9, who we saw earlier in top 8, or in this tournament on this stream, and my calculations are correct, he finished.
Wow.
He tied for 5th, and he lost to Syrup. So Syrup's trying to prove that he's the best Steve in this region, and he'll get one step closer to proving it, because this is the loser semifinals, and he will be facing Marvale if he wins this set, but he's got to get through John, Rob player.
Yeah, and John, I mean, had a good lead, was able to take that first stock early on with the rotary arms. But, I mean, again, Syrup finally taking that stock, given the opportunity to get Diamond. And, again, John's going to have to be super careful. If you're a big body character like Rob, you're going to get hit by a lot of combos. And Syrup is so consistent with his nil ladders. It's just a matter of if he can hit it right now, because John's not letting it happen. Trying to get a ledge setup with that gyro.
That's going to be it. That's going to be the stock.
And the DI mix-up from John to be able to take that stock. Small battlefield, a smaller ceiling for, both players, but I think John currently benefiting more than Syrup, because John's been getting all these reads, being able to destroy a lot.
He's going off right now. He's had enough. Like, he was kind of tilted against A9, which some weird thing happened. I didn't really catch it, but he was doing an eye roll after his first game against a C player. But he's had enough of Steve. But he does have a chance to. He might actually lose this game because, well, it's even stocks, and even stocks can equal hell for some people. He manages to get the gyro, fails to hit the laser, the regular laser, and he manages to get the down tilt. Okay, that might be it. That might be the game. He's already had enough with Steve. Not enough.
Got the DI finally.
Not yet.
Oh, the back air, no kill sparks.
Only one kill.
Get the kill sparks, but not
it was
the kill
strain.
Yeah, but a good back air from John to read out Syrup's constant usage of minecart to be able to recover back onto stage. And I think in general, just really good reads from John. Good setups. Just putting out a lot of these different hitboxes to be able to overwhelm Syrup, and it worked perfectly. Even though he had good DI there, just throwing out that laser, preventing Syrup from having that air dodge to come back on the stage. And Syrup was trying a little bit too much, trying to be a little bit too fancy with the setup, or trying to mix up, and John was just ready. But I don't think John is ready for this huge combo, 50% right off the bat, and that's exactly what Steve can do.
And I don't think you noticed, but we're going to Town and City with I'm not sure which character this stage really favors, but you mentioned the higher body and the bigger body characters get comboed easily, which for characters like Steve and Mario and whatnot, the bigger your character is, the easier they are to get hit by combos like Mario and Steve ladders. For instance, where you're finding a character like GNW or Jigglypuff, it's hard to hit them. It's easier to escape. But, and speaking of that, we already have some big, huge damage. Big, huge. That doesn't make sense. We got some big damage coming out from Syrup, and John is really reeling on the ropes. I guess he won that first game. I'm not sure if this is best of 5 or best of 3.
It's best of 3. Or maybe
that's the top 3. Winners, losers, and grand finals are all best of.
Ooh,
that was
nice
actually
combo.
really good.
Gets the nil
was
finally with his timing. Gets the up smash that he's looking for.
That was a... Oh, is he going to do it again? No.
No, but a lot of damage. Definitely going to help out Syrup. 70%. And so far, I mean, this counter pick is looking perfect for Syrup. The thing is with mining, right, is that you're not using pickaxe anymore when you're playing on these stages with wood. And the 3-stock. Ooh, Syrup. What are you cooking?
He really fought. He fought his bug back. Syrup needs to go Olimar. I heard should he go Olimar, or maybe he played Ness before Steve. Is that one thing you agree with? And that ladder combo, that second stock was such a good take for Syrup, and I think he's. Did I just? No, I heard Alex. I thought I heard Kazuya for a second, but I think we're going back to this stage pick. I'm not really sure.
Personally, I wouldn't really go back to the stage you got 3-stocked on, but yeah, so we're going to Hollow Bastion.
All Bastion. 3 different stages this set. This is probably the record for the most games so far this tournament in one set that we've had.
That hasn't
the most different tournaments. Yeah, probably the first set we've seen all tournament long, at least in top 8, that was streamed.
That has not gone PS2, yeah.
That has not gone PS2 for one game. So guaranteed this will not have any uses of PS2 in this match, which I think is really cool. You gotta have stage diversity instead of like starting PS2 is like Melee. There's no character diversity or variety in Melee. I mean, like we have Junebug who plays Donkey Kong. We have, but the Star Fox characters literally dominate the thing.
Anvil gonna take that stock from John, and I mean, this is the problem that John really had earlier against A9, is that you can have a really good first game. It's really what matters most is what you can do after that. And right now, John has again a lot of work ahead of him. Huge nil combo, 55%, and you mentioned it before. How easy it is to hit these combos. You're alive, yeah, nice. Able to recover with that minecart.
I said this earlier in the stream. I'm not sure who it was. It might have been the winner semis, but I said you gotta win that first game to get a ton of momentum and get it in your favor. But if you lose your next game or games, depending on how many games you have to take to win the set, it's a hassle depending on how much it is. And I don't think John's really happy with this. You can see he's showing his displeasure and not enough. Okay. That might
I can't really blame John for this. It's just not a good matchup, really.
Not enough.
Against Steve. And again, being a big body character like that.
He's consistently doing the same combo. I think John's had enough. John Slayer had enough of this. That's it. That's it. That's a 2-1. Like I said earlier, you got to win that first game in order to get the momentum swing back in your favor. Wait, this is best of 3?
Is it best of 5? I need confirmation on that.
They're not fist bumping. Okay, it's best of 5. I was wrong.
I was also wrong.
They haven't fist bumped yet.
Yeah. Oh wait. Oh yeah. This is best of 5. I think.
So the top 4. Well, I guess they're talking. I guess John and Syrup are talking about the TOs about this is best of 5.
Yeah, I'm also. Yep, there you go. It is best of 3. And really tough loss there for John. Had a really good start to this game, but I think once Syrup was able to adapt and get that download, it was just so difficult for John to be able to come back. And being able to overwhelm your opponent with, a lot of these hitboxes is very good, but Steve can definitely do that too. Again, blocks to be able to cover a lot of different options. Then you have minecart. And again, a character with really good combo potential is just so difficult to deal with. And there you go, good up there. It was only, a stock, but I think John just struggled to keep his mentality, keep that mental fortitude. Because in this game, especially against Steve, it's a war of attrition. And clearly that got to John. As you can see that his mental, in the player cam too, he was getting easily frustrated. You just can't let that happen, especially in this game.
Mental is everything, and I've had a bad mentality so many times. Mental is pretty much everything. There's the end of that second game. John was really showing his displeasure with his hands signal or whatnot. So I should get ahead of myself, or I should focus. So John is out of the tournament in 4th place.